So in 2000, Concorde Air France Flight 4590 crashed in Paris. And it crashed, and the reason why I don't know the for sure reason, but I know what happened on board. And takeover, of course, to find the engines. So on takeoff, I'm pretty sure it was Boeing 737 Continental Airlines. Something came off the engine onto the runway just before Air France Flight 4590 was going to take off. So pulled full thrust to the engines. The landing gear had to be strengthened so it doesn't burst. And on a normal airline, a Boeing 737, above 80 knots, you're not allowed to stop for anything. But on the Concorde, it's different. Above 100 knots, you can only stop. You can't stop for anything. And that's because I forgot why. But so it takes off, the landing gear hits the piece that came off the engine of the plane in front of them. And it hits the landing gear. The debris comes off the landing gear, hits the fuselage. Wait, no. Not the fuselage. It hits the fuel tank, and the fuel was not hitting something. And what caused the fire was when it exploded, when the debris fell off and hit the engine. Well, I don't know what was it. Pretty sure like wires came out and like it caught onto that and it made a fire. And that happened like with the V1, which is they did not allow stop for V1. They couldn't stop for it. They continue to take off. The fire temperature gets worse and worse. But on engine 1, soon it starts to recover. As well, I'm pretty sure they put it engine 2 that called fire into idle, and in the air just before the takeoff, since one of the engines is in idle and one of the engines is still recovering, they cannot go to rotate speed, which with 220 knots on it. They can only reach at least 200 knots, so they take off at 200 knots. And the flight engineer, which is 58 years old, who had loads of experience, says, watch the airspeed. Something about airspeed. He says, airspeed, 3 times because of the engines. Engine 1 and 2, the smoke coming from it, it's like this, I forgot what type, it was like gas. It was going into the engines. They got into engine 3 and 4, so causing those engines not to fail. I forgot, but like it just went into the engines and like they called it then they call it then they say, person says airspeed, airspeed, airspeed 3 times again. As well, they try to retract the landing gear. The person says, put the landing gear up, and then the first officer is like, we can't. And the reason why is because when you have like a ruptured tire, you're not allowed to put your landing gear up. But then the first officer, the captain says, retract your landing gear. So he tries, but he can't. Because the explosion of the tire probably hits some of the gear doors, and it can't go up. And all I know right now is right here where it banks to the left. It banks to the left, because I think it's the left because of engine 1 and 2. Because of the I forgot where it was, like, yeah, I forgot why it's veer to the left. Alright, and that's all I know about what happened. Flight 4509. Bye.